What up, YouTube? Doing I'm here. It's about 10 after 1 afternoon. Joliet. Doing a daytime, same day delivery, Amazon to Amazon. Back to Joliet to Chicago. So just wanted to give y'all a quick look at my payroll receipt. You know, I know everyone out there's got a video on how to make $1,000 a week, yada yada. So I want to make one too. I know some of the other videos, if you've seen them, I talked about the money already, what you can make. But I'm just gonna show y'all exactly what it looks like on the payroll, how they pay out the routes. So let's do it. So this is one of my recent payroll receipts. So you see there's the weekly settlement. This is from the 25th to December 1st. And these are the routes here. So that was 1125, route 432G, truck number 68, check-in time 10 p.m. at Amazon. The lot is Bolingbrook. That's where I pick up the truck. That's the yard. Go to Crest Hill for the pickup, which is 10 o'clock. That's the Amazon. Go to Aurora. That's my first stop. Pay $70. Then you go back to Amazon, but you can't check in until 2:30. So you got to find there's a speedway nearby that a lot of the trucks go to. It's got the truck pumps. It's got a 24-hour cafe. It's got a lot of stuff in there. So if you go there, get something to eat, hang out in your truck, watch a movie, take a nap, whatever. 2:30 comes around, go back in to Amazon. Now I pick up again. I pick up more Aurora. Again, because Aurora has so much during peak season that you can't fit it all in one truckload. So the second time through, it's not as bad. I have maybe 4 or 5 pallets. And then I also take North Aurora, which is really a small suburb. It only has a couple pallets. That's why they don't even get an earlier route, just one route. So I take that, but it pays the same. At least my company pays that way the same, because North Aurora is only 8 minutes away from Aurora, and it's only a pallet or two. So they figure, you know, it still pays the same to them. I think it should pay at least $10 more, but whatever. I ain't gonna argue that. And you can see down the line, 1126, same thing again. 10 o'clock, Bolingbrook, pick up the truck, go to Crest Hill, go to Aurora, come back again, 2:30 check-in, Aurora to North Aurora. And you go all the way down, it's all the same. You see here one, Joliet to Chicago, 12:30 check-in. That's the day route, that's the same day delivery. And that pays the same. And you go down, all these are the same. My day routes, my overnights. You get one down, you see one down here at the bottom, University Park, Illinois to Elgin. That's that was a day. That's also a local route, pays $70 because it's 2 suburbs. Anything in the Chicago area they consider local, which I might have mentioned before. It's pretty dumb, kind of being cheap on their part a little bit, because the Chicago area is big as hell. I mean, if you're coming right from the Amazon facility, you could be going to a suburb 10 minutes away from Amazon. And then they have other ones. You could be going, you can go all the way up to Evanston. You can go all the way up to Waukegan and be like almost over an hour and a half away. And they still want to pay you the same. So that's bullshit. They sent you to Northwest Indiana, they want to pay you the same. It's like, yeah, this all might still be within Chicago, but it's a lot farther. I mean, but they think they can get away with it like that. So you got to check them on that sometimes. And if you bitch at them, they will throw you a little bit more money. Sometimes. But this University Park, that was a day when my day route was canceled. Sometimes the day runs are canceled. They gave me, it wasn't my usual Joliet to Chicago. That one always goes on. But I had one that was, I was doing like a 9 o'clock in the morning from Moni to Chicago. And that one only goes on sometimes. That day was canceled. So they hit me up right away like, hey, that's canceled, but we got this other one. It's a business to business. From University Park to Elgin. Pays the same. I was picking up some type of food product. I don't even remember what the hell it was. And I said, okay, fuck it, give it to me. So I did that. University Park was right next to Moni. So I was already out that way. So I was good. I went right there, did the pickup. I got loaded up right away, drove out to Elgin, which is a hell of a drive though. I got unloaded there pretty quick. And then that was it. And I was actually home quicker than if I would have did a day run. I was home by like noon that day. So And that's all the routes. I mean, this is 1 week worth. Now remember, you got it. This is 7 days. You know what I'm saying? You're not doing this in 5 days, 2 days off. This is, you got to put in 7 days to get paid. But I'm gonna show you right here. So that's the end result. $12.60 for the week. Like I said, this is $10.99, so you get all of that. Nothing taken out, no deductions up front. You get all the money. So this was during peak. I didn't do all my routes this week. I did take a few of these off. I didn't do all of them, so it could have been more. But if I would have done every single route, I think it pays like $1,600 with a bonus. I didn't get my bonus here because I took a few off. I didn't get a. I don't know. I gotta even shit. Sometimes these don't even be right. They miss something. So you gotta look over it real good. Now you're looking at these routes. If you're thinking, damn, they don't pay. That's it, $70. Well, there's a reason for that. These routes literally take like an hour and a half, 2 hours. That's it for these local routes. I mean, shit. You're talking about now that doesn't mean you're gonna be home. That doesn't mean you're gonna leave the house and be home in 2 hours. But what it does mean is it'll probably take you about 4 hours total from the time you leave the house and get back. Something like that. Maybe 3.5 to 4.5 hours, but depending on traffic and whatnot. But I mean, this is these routes. I mean, quick. I mean, look at, like I said here. Look at that check-in time, 10 o'clock. It takes me like 20 minutes to load up. I drove to Aurora. I get to Aurora by like 11 o'clock. Then I have to sit for an hour because nobody shows up till midnight. So I sit in the truck for an hour, take a nap, you know, watch something on my phone, whatever. 11 by midnight, you drop off. You know, 10 pallets. These pallets are light. They're not heavy. You know what I'm saying? They look big, but they're not heavy. You know, drop off 7, 8 pallets, your pieces, and that's it. I mean, it's real easy. That's another reason. So, like I said, don't worry about the money per route because these routes are quick, they're short. It's the end result, you know, boom. So you know, that's what it is, man. That's all I got for today. That's all I want to show y'all. So if y'all had any questions about the route, this is how my company does it. A different company might, you know, they might write it out differently. Now, if you're doing this on your own with your own truck, these numbers are going to be hella bigger. I mean, it's going to be at least double that for 1 week. Or probably a little more. But, of course, you are paying for your own fuel, truck payments, any maintenance you need on the truck, anything like that. So, but the reward is still greater. It's still worth it to have your own truck and do it on your own. I mean, that's what I'm planning on doing. But considering I don't have to pay for fuel or anything on the truck, that's pretty good, I think. I mean, if you made this much money doing Uber, how much of that $12.60 would go back into fuel and constantly getting like oil changes and shit like that, tire rotations, I don't know. But this is $12.60 and I don't have to, you know, I don't owe anything. I don't have to put in any fuel or nothing. So for now it's good. But and don't get caught up in this, you know what I'm saying? If you haven't made this kind of money before, you might look at that like, damn, that's good. It is. I mean, but you know what I'm saying, at the same time, it's like after a while, I've been getting this kind of money now for a while now. You know what I'm saying? Now after a while, it's kind of like, it gets boring. It's kind of like, man, I want more. Because now your lifestyle changes a little bit, right? Now you're buying, you're living a little differently now, right? You might have a more expensive place. You might have a higher car note. Who knows what you got going on, but so now all of a sudden, now the money's not as good as it was. Now it's like, man, now I need more. So I want to keep living a certain way. So that just motivates me to do more, to make more. So, but that's what it is for this. And questions, comments, leave them below. And boom. All right, so I'll leave y'all with that. And make $1,000 a week driving a box truck. It is possible, at least with Amazon. And I've seen other jobs too, not even non-Amazon stuff that can pay this much. And it's not all over the road. You can do some regional, local stuff in a box truck that's not Amazon and still make something close to this. So, getting the internet, look it up. Look at jobs, man. They're out there. There's a lot of jobs out there for box trucks. I mean, thousands upon thousands. I see them all the time. So if you're thinking about it, that's why I'm making these videos, man. Get into it. I'm telling you. Even if you're working for a company, it still feels like you're your own boss, right? Because you're alone in the truck all day. I mean, the owner of my company, I've only met him like 3 times. I've never talked to him on the phone. I've only seen him in person 2 or 3 times, and that was it. I deal with a couple of dispatchers for my company, and that's it. I mean, I have check-in times, and I have, times I have to get places, but I don't have anybody telling me, hey, be right here at a certain time. Make sure you pick up the truck. I make my own schedule, man. I do it on my own, and you can take off. At least in my company, you can take off whenever you want, as long as it's 24-hour notice. Hey, I need 2 days off here. I'm taking off, or don't even tell them. I don't even ask them. I tell them, hey, I'm not available tonight, because you are a contractor in a way. You're like a subcontractor for these guys. You're not bound to them. They don't own. You're not an employee through them. You're not W-2. So they don't really have the right to tell you got to do this and this. You can tell them, hey, I'm taking today off. I'm taking, next week I'm taking 4 days off next week. These are the days I'm off. Bam, deal with it. Like they can't be like, oh no, you can't do that. The only thing is, you're 1099. You don't have any benefits. You're not getting paid vacation pay. I just got hurt a little bit lately. I had them. They were closed Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, New Year's Day. But you don't get the money. But you're making good money, so you can kind of deal without the benefits of getting vacation pay, holiday pay, sick pay, whatever. So, and it's nice to have that time off, man, because if I didn't have to take those days off, I would have worked them. But, so, that's what it is. I think these guys are about to come out here any minute now, so I'll be going in to load up pretty soon. So I'll leave y'all with that. And, that's it. Questions, let me know. Keep them coming. I think I'm answering everybody's questions, so just keep them coming. You got them, and I'll hit y'all up soon with another video. All right.